The change in Irish apprenticeships started in 2014. Before that, we only had 27 apprenticeship programs. 80% of apprentices were actually in the construction sector and the craft apprenticeships. The model was very well respected, but it was also inflexible in terms of introducing new occupations and also the levels of educational attainment, which was fixed at level 5 on the European qualifications framework. So in 2014, a huge change was introduced in terms of how apprenticeships were developed, the types of occupations that they covered, and also the governance around them. So what we introduced was, first of all, was that it was possible to get an apprenticeship on every level, up to level 8 on the European qualifications framework, theoretically, and there is one PhD apprenticeship. Why was that important? Because it reflected the realities of the training. It also made apprenticeships a more attractive option for young people because there was an opportunity for progression. Ireland has one of the highest progression rates in the world directly into higher education. So there was a parity of esteem issue in terms of making apprenticeships and vocational education more attractive. Also, in terms of the governance, these new apprenticeships were industry-led. It was industry that made the case for these new occupations, which allowed them to reflect the changing needs of the Irish economy. For example, digital transitions or green transitions. We can see new apprenticeships in areas such as ICT, in software design, in digital marketing, and also things like wind turbine maintenance, industrial installation. These are the new areas and the new and emerging skills areas. The second thing, new sectors, biopharma sector, for example, which is really important to the Irish economy. We introduced an apprenticeship for laboratory technicians. So we went from having 27 apprenticeships to having 75. The number of employers offering apprenticeships tripled from around 3,000 to over 9,000, and the apprenticeship population itself increased. The most important development was around governance of the apprenticeship system. The establishment of a dedicated National Apprenticeship Office and an advisory group called the Apprenticeship Alliance Advisory Group, on which companies are represented. So companies and social partners generally are represented in the governance nationally. The apprenticeship gives a much faster track approach to qualifications, and therefore it is becoming more attractive to young people and their families, the earn and learn model. In terms of employers, it helps with their recruitment because they have had an opportunity to observe the development of the apprentice before that person is actually officially hired, which means that the staff are more suitable for their needs. This reduces turnover and onboarding costs as well.